this live self-defense training video, we're going to talk about an improvised. A lot in major big cities. It's happening here in the United States. It happens a lot in Europe. And the types of attacks are seemingly random, right? They seem random. They're innocent people being attacked by one person, by groups of thugs, by people who are throwing things on them, whether it's some type of feces, some kind of bodily fluid, other liquids, acid, all kinds of stuff. So they're throwing things. They're attacking with blades. They're attacking with fists. They're attacking with other weapons, knives, sticks. And it's vulgar, it's disgusting. You have a right to defend yourself. I want to give you some ideas. Now, if you live in the United States, your first thing you're going to say is, well, I just carry a gun. Well, you might not be able to, which is why we have improvised weapons for non-permissive environments. That means you might live in an area where you cannot have a gun. You might live in one of these cities around the world, most of which of the major cities around the world, not including some of the ones in the United States, you can't have any self-defense tool, really, but you can have an umbrella. So we're going to talk about this self-defense, improvised self-defense weapon that you can take anywhere and everywhere you go. It's disguised as an umbrella because it is an umbrella, but it really can be used, if you know how to use it, in self-defense. First thing I'm going to show you is how you would carry it. If it were raining, obviously you would have it above your head. It's open. Maybe it's a sunny day. You use it as a parasol. But mostly you're probably going to carry it like this, or you might carry it in your hand or under your arm. When you carry it like this with your hand on the grip, and this one is made by Uzi, the Uzi brand, the same one that makes the machine gun. The link is in the description below. It can be this one, it can be another one. You just want a very strong, sturdy golf style umbrella. You're carrying an umbrella like this, it's in your hand. Your hand wraps firmly around this handle here. I'm going to show you the very first way that I would suggest that you use it for self-defense. Someone's in your face, they're closing the distance, coming in fast, you smash them with your fist, and because you're holding the umbrella tight, your hand is wrapped around here, that acts as a weighted fist. You have a fist load here with this part in your hand. So simply striking, he comes in really fast, you get your hands up, you're defending yourself, he's coming for some reason, he's trying to hit you, grab you, push you, slash you, stab you, smash him in the face, if that's what you can do. Second thing you can do is come in with this part. Now this is hard rubber. Inside is metal, and then inside the shaft is fiberglass. So maybe you're gonna smash him with the small side coming out of your thumb straight forward. The same way you would a punch. You can punch him, you can strike him here, you can bring it up under his chin very quickly. When you do that, you can throw your other hand on it, and now you can push through him this way. Now this Uzi brand also has this tip. It comes with a plastic that goes over the tip. I lost the plastic piece, but this part is a hard carbide steel. That's a window breaker right there. It also has other uses that you can use your imagination. I'm not gonna say it out loud, but you know how effective that would be in self-defense. So you're walking down the street, your hand is here, the threat's coming in, you get your other hand up, you bend the knee, slide your hand onto the grip, whatever, yeah, I think that's what we'll call it, the handle, the grip, right there. You can smash, you can thrust, you can bring it in, smashing his chin like a hook punch. You can come up under his chin like an uppercut, and then you throw it in the other hand, and you can thrust just like if you had your rifle with a bayonet attached. You want to be able to defend yourself, pushing in this way. You can turn using two hands, thrusting this through his solar plexus, up under his throat, into his face, into his nose for self-defense, to move him off of you, to move him back, to get him out of your face before he's able to deploy his weapon. Maybe he's carrying, I can't get out of my pocket, he's carrying a blade. He's coming in with a slash, he's coming in to stab, do some other things with his blade. This obviously, when it hits your flesh, is gonna do tons and tons of damage. We don't wanna let that happen. Better that he slice up your umbrella inside. These things are pretty indestructible. This knife, if he's got a knife, a machete, it's not going to go through this Uzi umbrella, self-defense umbrella. You're going to be able to defend yourself better than if you just had an open hand. You don't want to go against the knife if you don't have to, right? And if you can run, if you can hide, hide. You can run, hide, fight, do all those things. But if you don't have any other choice, you're minding your own business, you have to go downtown. Things are changing. There are a lot of aggressive people. I saw a nasty attack coming out of Great Britain today. I don't know if it happened today, but it's happened recently. And it was a woman minding her own business, middle-aged lady. She's walking. There are three thugs dousing her with stuff, liquid on her head. I don't know if it was feces, I don't know if it was acid. We know about the acid attacks. We know about the feces attacks. We know about the urine attacks that these guys are doing. We know that they're throwing all kinds of that, and then they're hitting them with their hands. If she had an umbrella, she could also use it this way to stop. Shielding. Think about how easy it is. Someone's getting ready to throw that liquid on you, and you push it out. Someone's getting ready to close the distance, come at you, and you get behind your umbrella. Now, again, this Uzi style, this Uzi umbrella, that one has that tip. You can shield against and then shove it into his face, into his body with that hard tip, which is very effective. You have this hard carbide steel with the point. You have the ability to open it quickly. It's an auto open, or you open it with your hand. Either way, it works. I've seen it. There's the guy, I think he's in Great Britain. He goes around, he's a bodyguard for one of the YouTubers who asks a lot of questions that make a lot of people angry. He's just asking things and telling the truth, I guess. But they don't like him out there exposing what's happening and what's going on. And guys are coming up trying to throw things on this guy all the time. He's worried about acid attacks. If someone throws acid on your skin, you're in big trouble. If you survive that, you're dead for life. We see the pictures all the time. You can have an umbrella. If you don't have any other choice, you have to live in one of those areas. You have to travel in those areas. You go to school in those areas. You work in those areas. You can carry an umbrella, which is an improvised self-defense tool, and it's disguised. Why would you carry an umbrella? Because it might rain. Why would you carry an umbrella if it's not going to be raining? It might be a sunny day, and you need a parasol so you don't get old age, wrinkly skin like I do walking around in the sun every day. So there are many reasons that you can justify carrying it. You would carry it on the subway. You can take it onto public transportation. And again, on this one, it comes with a plastic tip. You just put the plastic tip over that. They don't see that there's a little sharpened spot. It just goes with that. The reason that it's sharpened, by the way, is not to stab somebody. It's to get better purchase, better grip on an icy surface when you're walking in the wintertime, or if it's raining and everything's slick. So you have the ability now to hold it in your hand like this. I'm gonna close it back up. And if you use an umbrella for self-defense already, put that in the comment section. Let me know, is it something that you're already carrying? If you need an umbrella like this, check out the description below. You'll see a link to it. You don't have to buy it from there. I only get like a couple dollars if you do. No, I don't even get that. It's like a couple pennies. But if you need a description and see what it is, and then go buy it somewhere else. But find out what it is. Get in the description. They sell two styles. They sell the compact and they sell the longer one. The compact is going to be almost as effective. I like the longer one because it's heavy, because it has better reach and it's sturdier. But the short one that they make that extends to about this length, you can also do a lot of these techniques I'm going to show you. So I showed you, you're walking your hands here. You can slide it down the back, get into this position. You can punch, you can hook, you can uppercut, you can smash it with your hand on it just like you would a roll of quarters as a fist load. You can throw into the other hand, you can thrust this way, you can turn it around, you can bring it through his body this way, you can turn your hands and with this split grip, smash it through his face to back him off. You can also create tension, let it go, and smash, swinging with the hand and smack him right across the top of his head. Maybe knock him out, turn off his operating system. You don't have to worry about, is he gonna use that knife against you or what else? Maybe there's multiple guys, there's 3 or 4 guys that are attacking you all at once. You hit this guy, you smash this guy, come through here, turn around, hit this guy. This way, it's very effective for multiple opponents. It's a force multiplier. It's a disguised, improvised weapon of self-defense that you can take with you everywhere and anywhere you go because it's an umbrella. I showed you, you can open it up, you can deflect a liquid attack. Liquid's thinking they're throwing acid at you, right? They want to disfigure you, they want to maim you, they want to kill you. They're throwing their feces on you. We see this in the subway in New York all the time. It seems these guys are walking around, they defecate in the cup or they urinate in the cup, and then they throw it on unsuspecting people, innocent people staring at their phone. Don't stare at your phone, have situational awareness, and carry an umbrella. That way, if you see some guy coming in, he's got the last one I saw, this guy had two of them. He's had one in each cup, or one cup in each hand. Walked up, threw them both on this lady just sitting on the bench. He's one of these guys that they give him no cash bail, they let him out. He does it again, let him out, does it again, then he goes finally kills somebody. This guy killed somebody. And then they finally arrest him and hold on to him for a little bit. But after his 34th, 35th offense, you need to be able to protect yourself. You can do that with a hidden, improvised self-defense tool like this umbrella. Now, you might get it in this position, pick it up, then you can fight with it, or you can slide your hand down the front and pick it up. Now you're gonna use it like a stick, like a sword, like the walking cane we like to use. You can swing it coming off your shoulders. You can go down to his knees. You can come down on the top of his head. You can come through with a horizontal strike. He's coming with that knife or that machete. You smash his hand out of the air. You can step in and smash him across the side of his face and possibly knock him out. Once you come through, you can put it in the other hand. Now you've got your two hands on it like you're doing push-ups, smashing through his face, coming down over top like a bayonet attack, like a rifle butt strike right to his face for self-defense. And that's all from sliding your hand down in this position. You could also have it holding it like this as you're walking, or maybe you would be holding it like this with this side forward under your arm like you're a gentleman or a gentlewoman, and then you need to use it, you just turn it and then smash and bring it through, bring it up under his chin, smash him through his face for self-defense. So there's multiple ways you can carry it. It's an improvised self-defense tool. You can take anywhere you go. I've been inspired by all of these disgusting attacks that we keep seeing in the media, on the news. They're happening, they're increasing in London, and Paris, and Brussels, in New York City. It's here, it's been here for 4 years, right? It's been a rising problem. But I suspect, I don't know, but I think there might be an increase in violent attacks. We'll see. God forbid, I hope not. But we've seen them everywhere. We see them in Chicago, we see them in San Francisco. We were seeing them in DC. It seems to have stopped for some reason. It's been cleaned up a little bit. We're seeing a lot of it happen around these ICE detention facilities. You might be out there, you might get caught up. You're just trying to go to dinner. You don't realize that there's some wild, violent protest going on, or riot, I think is a better term. And then you find yourself in the middle of it, but you've got your umbrella. These idiots are throwing they're throwing lit industrial grade fireworks at our law enforcement guys. Maybe it's coming at you. You have the ability, again, using the umbrella to deflect. You know, if something's coming, if they're throwing something at you, it's gonna pop right off of that. You can pop it right back toward them so that they can deal with the mess that they're making. They might be throwing bricks, they might be throwing rocks. You can get under this and cover yourself up. So having an umbrella has multiple uses as an improvised self-defense weapon that you can take anywhere you go. This is one of the best features of it that we don't always talk about, but it's a shield, right? You have a sword and a shield all in one improvised self-defense weapon that you can take anywhere you go, but you have to think about how do you use it. You have to practice with it a little bit, whether you practice with it in the garage, or you practice with it in the backyard or in the alleyway, or in the extra bedroom, or in the hallway. I don't know where you practice, but wherever you practice, you get some comfort with it. And then when you go out, you have to go about your day. And of course, again, someone's gonna say, oh, you just carry a gun. Why would you try to stop bullets with an umbrella? That's not gonna work. That's not talking about that. I'm not saying go fight somebody who's got a gun. I'm not saying fight anybody. I'm saying, do you wanna defend yourself? Do you wanna be able to carry something with you in these crazy areas where they're not able to protect you? They're not protecting you right now. Law enforcement's trying, but they're being held back. Law enforcement wants to, but they're being turned away. They're being defunded. They're being beat up in the media. They're afraid to get out of their car and get involved. They don't know what's gonna happen. Are they gonna get in trouble because they're trying to do the job, trying to protect you? They might. And they're gonna come eventually, but it might be too late. You carry something like this, an improvised weapon, you might be able to slow it down and defend them and defend yourself before they're able to get to you, and then you can give a report. This is what they looked like. There were 3 of them. They were coming at me. They were throwing. One of them had some kind of liquid. I don't know what he was trying to throw it in my face. And the other ones were trying to hit me with their fists. And I had my umbrella. I saw the coming in. I went like this. It popped back in his face. He walked away. He started running away. And then the other guy came in. I shoved that through his face. I hit him with the tip there, that moved him back. This guy was coming behind me, and I turned, I smashed into his knee and popped his knee out, and he fell on the ground, and that's him right there. Pick him up, take him to jail. And I'll go home with my umbrella, clean it off a little bit because it's mostly indestructible. And then you're ready for the next day, right? I hope we don't have to live in communities like that. One of my favorite movies of all time, and let me know in the description if you've seen this movie and if you love it too. And I love this actor, and I think he's one of the best in every movie that I've ever seen him in. And he's probably done movies I don't like, and I didn't see those movies. But Oh, hey, Alan's here. Like to see a video demonstrating process. I'll have to come back and read that, Alan. They disappear so fast on the chat. Escape from New York. How appropriate is that? Escape from New York. Snake Plissken. One eye, he's got the patch. The president of the Air Force One's flying over New York, gets shot down, and then he has to go into this lawless land that's been taken over by hoodlums and who knows what, bad guys. And Snake Plissken goes in there and gets him out. He saves the president, takes him to safety. And it's funny. It's a great movie, and it has a political message too. But it's mostly fun. It's mostly just a fun movie. Escape from New York. If he had all the gear he needed, right? But if he needed to, he could have fought his way out, get back out with his Uzi umbrella. And again, if you need an umbrella, you need an indestructible one. Check the link in the description. That'll take you there, whether you can buy it where you live or not. You'll be able to get one. It might be this brand, it might be another brand. There's several self-defense umbrella brands. And it doesn't even have to be a self-defense umbrella. It can just be a really good golf umbrella. I've had so many, like the big churches that we go to and I used to work for, they gave them out, every Sunday if it was raining, the guys would walk the ladies to the cars, and those umbrellas, they're just as good as this one. And I think they're like 40 bucks. So you can get one of these, or you can get just a good indestructible umbrella. And then you have some options. You have an improvised self-defense tool you can take anywhere and everywhere you go, and then you practice with it, and you learn how to defend yourself and give yourself some options. Anyway, please, in the description, 1, are you already using an umbrella for self-defense, or have you thought about it? 2, what do you think of that movie, Escape from New York? Have you seen it? If you haven't seen it, go watch it, come back and fill it in. I haven't watched it in a while. I might watch it again just based on current events, because something recently made me think of, wow, this could be life imitating art, right? That's what they say, life imitating art. And I'm sure it's not going to get that bad. We'll see. Anyway, we just have to look over the pond, as they say, to our brothers and sisters in Great Britain and France and Belgium and Germany and a lot of these big cities where some of these policies have already been enacted. There's a lot of just street crime and violence rising, and random violence and ethnically inspired or religiously inspired violence. I'll say no more than that. And you might be needing something because you can't carry a gun, can't carry a knife. We Americans, we tend to think, oh, well, just carry your gun, man. I just carry a gun. My 45 ACP, you've heard me say that. You can't do that in Ireland. You can't do that in Dublin. You can't do that downtown when you get off the train. I won't say which station, and you turn the corner and there it is, boom, right in your face, and it's everywhere. You can't do that when in some places. You can in LA. You might want to. I don't know if you've seen what happens in LA and San Francisco and a lot of the big cities in America where a lot of those policies are, but where there's a lot of crime and the guy gets arrested because he's been violent and he's attacked somebody, and then you take him in front of the judge and they've reduced the charges already, and the judge says no cash bail, kicks him back out, and then he's emboldened to go do it again and again. And he's nuts, and he's on drugs, and he's hopped up, and he's looking to hurt somebody, like a little girl on a train not Tennessee, the other one up there, North Carolina. Anyway, sad stuff. But and I'm not saying that this would have solved that situation in that case, but it could help you, and that's why I wanted to do this. I wanted you to be safe. I wanted you to have some options. I wanted you to see this self-defense umbrella so you're able to stand up, train up, speak up for yourself, speak up for your dignity, your life, your freedom. It's all about self-defense. God gives us that right of self-defense. Man might say, no, you can't carry this, can't carry that, can't do this, that. But God says you have the right to defend yourself. And God says, this is important. I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Love your enemies. But he doesn't say love his enemies, right? His enemies are evil. His enemy is the evil one himself. His enemy is taking broken people and spinning them up through AI and social media and a narrative that makes them so angry that they want to go out and hurt people. That's the enemy. That's the enemy to God. That's the enemy to truth and freedom and justice and right and righteousness. That's not your enemy. Your enemy, you got to get along with your brother-in-law, your mother-in-law, your sister-in-law, your brother, your sister, your mom, whoever it is, right? The guy down the street, the guy you work with that you can't stand because he's tried to stab you in the back or whatever it is. To defend yourself. Anything that threatens you, you threaten it back. Anything that threatens your child or your grandchild, you threaten it back. And you learn how to be able to put your money where your mouth is, stand up, speak up, train up using something like this, and keep yourself safe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you very much.